Gears?
Mm,
Oh, not yet.
no, because I dropped the F-bomb and I don't want to have to edit that out of the beginning of our video. So
Okay, we'll do it now. 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Ragnar and Chow.
cheers, everybody. Hope you're joining us from a nice warm place with a nice fresh beverage in hand to keep you cool.
It's a lazy afternoon in good old Queensland and nice day down in South Australia, so the Chow tells me.
It's bloody beautiful out there. My wife and child are having a nice little nap right now. We're going to the beach once they wake up. Apparently, daylight savings, if you're not used to that in Queensland, it's still daylight at 8 o'clock at night, and it's only early in the season.
Wow, is it really?
Mm.
That's bizarre.
Yeah, we're half an hour ahead of you now, but yeah, no, it's just so.
What time does
so
the sun?
bad.
What time does the sun go down?
I just said about 8 o'clock.
Oh, okay. Well, that's going to be late in the day, isn't it?
Coming up about 6 in the morning, so your morning's not too early, but yeah, 8 o'clock at night.
That'd throw me off going to bed, because I go to bed early about 8:30, 9 o'clock, watch
Yeah.
TV for a couple of hours, and then I actually go to sleep. But
that's a late bedtime for us. We put the kid to bed, try and put them to bed between 7 and 7:30, and then trail off to bed after that as well. No point doing anything. Kid wake up.
I found out something interesting the other day. You know what? You know Ipswich in Queensland.
Yeah.
So for those people on the other side of the world, I live in a state called Queensland. State, like states in America and all that sort of shit. So the state here is called Queensland, and there's a little town which is pretty kind of hick, and it's called Ipswich. Now in Ipswich, they're manufacturing the world's leading troop-carrying tank now, being exported around the world, the U.S. Air Force and U.S. Army and all the militaries around the world from Ipswich in Australia. Now, just to give you a bit of scope about Ipswich in Australia, it's a little bit redneck. It's a little bit backward, and there's a little bit of crime there as well.
As I tried to chip in before, pretty sure that's where people used to go to buy their drugs.
I think they start digging around out there. You find a hole on the road and just dig it up. You'll find some drugs under it somewhere out there.
Actually,
needles in the park.
Gatton is not, it's a bit of a distance, but it's not too far from your Ipswich sort of area. And there was a massive drug bust out there, giant crop fields that they burnt to the ground. So you get pretty close to that kind of area, and they're building tanks.
But how about that though? Like they've landed a contract for manufacturing these troop carriers all around the world.
Look, that is actually pretty impressive for Australia in itself, and for Queensland, and for such a dirtball town like place like Ipswich.
You should see these things. They're huge. I'll tell you what's funny. Did you know that the uniforms that the Australian Army wear are manufactured in China? And China are the enemy. So how the fuck? So, okay, we go to war. We'll send our guys out in pajamas because we no longer have fatigues.
Does that mean at the moment we have a shortage in uniforms because we can't get anything from there?
That's ridiculous. What is going on in the world? Seriously. It's madness. And then, of course, the Americans and the Chinese are at each other now over Taiwan, which is really, really funny because Taiwan's an island about the size of Fraser Island. Nobody really gives a shit about it. It's just a tug of war now. Who's got the bigger balls, I think.
You know why?
The Chinese at the moment are flexing their nuts. So they're saying, hey, we can fly. You know
why they're fighting over that tiny little island? Because that's where all the silicon chips in the world are made.
Is it really?
Everything that goes into your smartphones, your computers, your cars, they have the monopoly on that over there.
In Taiwan?
I'm pretty sure it's one of those little big islands that they're all fighting over.
I just bought a new car, so it's probably got a chip from Taiwan in it then, and if that's the case.
I mean, look, I've been wrong before, and I was pretty confident about that statement, but I could be wrong. But there is a little island like that China and America are fighting over because whoever wins that battle has the leading manufacturing in those chips, and that is the biggest. Like, if anyone's noticed that it's taking a long time to get a new car at the moment,
yes, it is. Car. Yeah,
that's because of the slowdown in silicon chips and the slowdown in the manufacture of them.
Well,
I was slowing down everything. iPhones have been slowed down. Everything's being slowed down. Like
you're absolutely right.
A first world problem right there.
I was lucky with my car because I bought it off the floor, so they already had it in stock and the color that I wanted. But the guy said to me when I was buying it, he said there's been a fire in the factory that normally manufactures the chips for a lot of these cars. So
Oh.
you're looking at like 4 or 5 month wait now to get new cars through the stock levels and back into Australia if you want to buy one. You're going to
Yeah.
have big waits.
I'm not sure if that's a story being told or whether that's an addition to it, but yeah, no, there's a shortage in silicon chips at the moment,
That's right.
in previous year anyway, and yeah, it's causing havoc, and people don't really understand it. There's people that are hoarding old computer technology that should be obsolete by now and making money off it because people have such a backlog on the new technologies. They're doubling up on the old stuff to produce the same quality but with bigger systems. And yeah, it's if you've got old computers, there's money to be made.
Whenever I hear about this stuff and it's it's complicated issues that affect the world as far as technology goes, I always think to myself, I wonder what the gorillas in the Wahroonga Zoo would be thinking right now. Not much.
They'd be thinking.
And I try to put myself in the position of that gorilla and think, I don't really want to care about these chips. I don't really want to care about China and America. I just want to have a beer and be like that monkey.
Yeah, the difference between you and the monkey. One, he doesn't want a beer. Two, he's got much more hair than you.
The hair is going back, isn't it? Look at this, man. It's getting worse. Pretty soon I'll be like one of those politicians that has a complete comb over happening. It's going back. I tell you what, my 52nd birthday coming up. I reckon I'm gonna be pretty bald by the time I hit 60. But I'll be a damn cool bald man, I'll tell you that.
You know what? I don't reckon you will be, Ranger, because I reckon I know what I've got for your next birthday.
Oh.
Subscription to Rogan in the mail for you, buddy.
Is that like advanced hair or something, is it?
Yeah. Don't try and cash it because it'll be fake. But
hey, it worked for Shane Warne. He went to advanced hair. Look at him now. He's got beautiful locks all over his head. Anyway, I think we're rambling now. So that's it. I'm wrapping this up, man. I need to get another beer. So.
But I was really enjoying talking about the very one thing that I've learned lately about silicon chips.
I thought you were talking about the monkey.
No, I've known about monkeys for a while.
I've enjoyed talking about the monkey in Wahroonga Zoo. That's what I like. Anyway.
Well, look, hold on. If you want to talk about monkeys, my 4-year-old is doing swimming lessons at the moment, and one of the very key aspects to swimming is being able to monkey grip around the edge of the pool.
Yeah, I remember my daughter doing that. Yeah.
My son is very, very good at that. So there you go. There's my monkey reference, and there's my child and how good he is. And 4 years old,
like what you did
should
there.
be swimming by now, but he freaks out about that. So
I like what you did there. That's called a segue, isn't it? What you just did there between topics.
Nah, segues are those things you ride on. They've got 2 wheels.
I went on one of them the other day for a tour through Brisbane City on one of those. It was fantastic.
I'm yet to step my feet on a Segway or any cool piece of
technology like that.
Was it?
We were ripping through.
Did you fall off?
There was 6 of us ripping through South Bank, and the security guards got the shits with us and told us, slow down, get off them, blah blah blah. We're like, we're going for it. It was great. Loved it. Do it again any day. Segways, great.
Were you as loose as what we were in Thailand with the ATVs?
No, that. I forgot about that. Yeah, the ATVs in Thailand. How bad was that? Was mental.
I was just telling someone a story about that the other day about
Paul. I totally forgot about that. I totally forgot about that.
We'll come back to that in another topic. Or if you subscribe to our Patreon page, we can put a full story about that up there for you. How Paul, our friend, decided to run me off an embankment in an ATV. So thanks for talking to me, Ranger. I really appreciate it, mate. I've missed you, and let's drink some more.
You're welcome, everybody. Cheers. We'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to subscribe.
Cheers, everybody. Do you notice there's
that was, mate, you know what?
See that pink post-it note?
What is it?